Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2024 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, the Celtic Cross spread as always, and also pull the 4 agreements and wisdom and the oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by our own nose astrology items we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Right, we have Jupiter, and Jupiter actually was in your sign for around a year, and now it actually recently moved into Gemini, so for you guys, that's your second house of possession, self-worth, and finances. We have Aries, and Aries is actually your 12th house, which in general points to spirituality, blind spots, mental health. We've had the North Node there for some time, and also Chiron. And we have 5. So 5th house energy for you guys is Virgo. Astrologically speaking, it's a little quiet there now, but I do see some Virgo energy in your main spread as well, so it makes sense to see that. And 5th house in general points to romance, creativity, and children. All right, so we'll keep that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the King of Wands, which is Leo energy. And challenging that, we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. So, could be pointing out a couple of different ways. For some of you, this could just be saying that maybe you're being called to take on a leadership role and maybe do a little bit more delegating. But with the Devil in the challenge position, it could just be saying that maybe for whatever reason you might not trust yourself to do that, right? So maybe you feel like the people within your environment are unreliable, right? So like, okay, I'd rather just do it myself than leave it to the people around me because they might not do it to the standard that I would do it to, right? For others of you, this could also just be saying that maybe you're being called to take some time to actually enjoy yourself, enjoy the fruits of your labor. But the challenge there could be, maybe just feel like too much obligation to actually let go to do that. So that could be another way it's playing out too. And also, let's just say, maybe if you wanted to spend time with family, let's say, right, but maybe there's too much going on at work for you to step away to do that. So a few different ways those energies could be playing out there. Right, in the foundation position, we have the Chariot. So this is the major arcana card for Cancer, which of course will be in Cancer season for the first few weeks of July, so it makes sense to see that come up. But yeah, it could just be saying that maybe you're being pulled to be more action-oriented, right? So maybe have a lot of conversations with people, right? So like I said, even if you're not directly doing the work, it looks like you're being nudged to potentially look for ways to have it delegated. Again, that may be because you do. Like I said, maybe this is all connected to you wanting to take some time to step away and maybe enjoy some time with family, but again, just feeling like you can't trust that. All right, in the past position, we have the High Priestess. So yeah, it's going to just be saying that in the past you were a lot more trusting of your intuition, right? So maybe you didn't have this level of doubt as far as, knowing which way to go around the situation. You could have just been more heavily relying in that. And I do have to say for some of you as well, where it could just be saying for those of you who do feel like this nudge that, like, okay, I really have to get back on track now. Maybe for some of you might feel like you spent a little bit too much time in this energy, and now you want to be more proactive. Right. In the present position, we have the Lovers. So yeah, this is actually the major arcana card for Gemini, which for you guys is your second house, as we said, and of course we were in Gemini season, so there's been plenty of energy passing through there, although it's already starting to move to Cancer at the time recording this. But yeah, this could just be saying that for some of you, maybe you've just been hoping to get some spiritual guidance around what to do, right? So we see the feminine energy there and the masculine energy, right? So you could just be feeling a little bit torn, like, okay, do I just rely on being more receptive and let things work themselves out, or do I take the more masculine, proactive approach toward the situation? So that could be what you're grappling with and looking for a little bit of guidance on which path would be best. All right, in the near future position, we have the Hermit. So here's Virgo energy. Like we mentioned, that came up in your dice as well. So could just be saying that, again, you're really giving this a lot of deep thought, right? So I don't think this is a decision that you're taking lightly. So it does seem, and then there's also the fact that there's so many major arcana cards just in the section here that it does seem like it is going to be a significant decision for you guys. But yeah, to me, this says that you're going to really look at it on the one hand with an intellectual lens, but also given that for you guys, this represents the house of creativity too. It says to me you're going to find a creative way to navigate the energy. All right. In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Nine of Pentacles, so more Virgo energy again. And to me, this is going to say, if nothing else, if we look at the artwork here, to just take a step away and maybe spend a couple of days in nature, right? Or even just a single day where you just go out and hike, right? Detach from all of your day-to-day responsibilities and really just weigh the pros and cons of the situation. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable and confident with your decision at that point moving forward. All right, in the environment position, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, more Virgo energy. Yeah, like I said, I feel like there's just this pull, whether it's coming from you, just you're overthinking, like, oh, I have to really be hands-on, I can't trust people around me. Or again, if there's just external demands on your time, where you feel like, okay, whatever the case may be, it just looks like there's being a heavy focus put on work right now. And I feel like this is saying that, you need to try to strike a balance there. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the King of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, maybe I could see this going either way, right? So for those of you where this is a hope, maybe this is explaining those of you who are coming with that energy of constantly trying to work, right? Because you're like, okay, I have this goal to get to this level within my career. And then for others of you, this could be a fear. But like I said, you might fear delegating, letting others take the wheel because you might feel like the standards of the quality of the work would drop off in that time frame. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is definitely a good thing to see come up in the outcome, because to me this says that ultimately you will gain insight into, okay, what would the best approach be here. Like I said, it looks like the key might be to, even if you don't take a full-fledged vacation, right, like if that doesn't seem practical for you at this time, like I said, even maybe just taking a day off, or even on a weekend just going on a hike or something like that, reconnecting with nature might really be the key to help you figure out what your next best step would be. All right, and bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, so I feel like eventually the outcome of all of this energy, right, this feeling of that push-pull dynamic is going to lead to fresh ideas, fresh opportunities coming your way, but it might just feel a little bit like a bumpy ride to get there. From the four agreements, we have always do your best, and it says express your own divinity. Right? It says you don't need the acceptance of others. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You have the right to be you, and you express your own divinity by being alive and by loving yourself and others. So yeah, definitely a positive, supportive message there, so hopefully that resonated. And then from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we actually got Deep Knowing, but in the reverse position, so I'll put it in the upright to show you the artwork. And the number is 43. But when it comes in reverse, there's a protection message that we read in that scenario, so we'll see what that has to say. All right, the protection message says you are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again, so tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for a recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? So yeah, interesting, because that definitely sounds like very much a Taurus type energy. And then, like we said, so maybe this is playing out where more of it's people outside putting more demands on your time, but for whatever reason you might feel like you're obligated, right? You can't say no, or for whatever reason. And that message did seem to go back to what I was saying too, where like it seems like the key would be for you to at least detach a little bit, get out in nature, and I feel like that's going to give you the clarity that you're seeking on how you want to handle the situation. So hopefully that resonates for you guys. We'll wrap up then. I'll see you all next month. All right.